Good morning, everyone. It is Thursday, February 26, 2026, and in this morning's video, I'm going to be going over all the latest for today's weather across the lower 48. I'm going to be going over temperatures as well as moisture for your area. So utilize the timestamps I have up throughout this video. Just watch your area or stay tuned for the whole thing, whatever you'd like. So like this video if you like it. Subscribe if you've not done so already to this channel, and please leave a comment down below where you are watching from. I would greatly appreciate it. Starting off right here where we currently are. The western U.S. has really gotten quiet, other than some energy in Colorado and far northwestern areas of the state of Washington. Nothing is going on. So we kind of turn our attention down here to the deep south. I know it's kind of hard to see states and borders and all that, but just there's a lot of moisture rolling through the kind of deep and mid-south, mid-Atlantic areas. And the radar is picking up on snow falling just along and north of the Ohio River in areas of Ohio. So there is some falling there, not anything crazy, but there is some falling. And then we do have some sort of clipper system up here in the Great Lakes and some more light activity going up on here in the far northeast. Otherwise, pretty quiet day in comparison. Much needed rain going on down here to the south. So watches, warnings, and advisories have really quieted down. I think this tells a pretty good story about our weather right now. We have high wind warnings up in this tan color and various different types of wind alerts in these tan colors. This is a lake wind warning, all sorts of things there. These pink you see in a few different locations are red flag warnings, so we do still have those up in some locations, but they've really gotten more scattered. And then, other than that, I mean, a pretty quiet day. We've got some special weather statements. These could be for snow, black ice. These can be from smoke. They can be from slightly intense thunderstorms. They can be from a lot of things. So moving on, I do want to mention that we have a level 1 out of 5 risk for severe weather. I don't want to brag or anything, but I did mention, I think in yesterday's video, we might get this in this area. We did. So I'll break it down for you by type here in a second, but just to name locations. Kind of central areas of Alabama over central areas of Mississippi. Kind of the Arklamis right here where the Arkansas, Louisiana, Mississippi come together. And so mainly just from Birmingham down to Tuscaloosa, over to Greenville, Mississippi or so. And I mean, down into like the Rolling Fork area where we've had several tornadoes over the past while. So let's break this down by type here. There is a non-zero chance, it's less than 2% risk for a tornado here. Wind, also less than 5%. So this is a hail-driven, 5% risk of hail uh, that is considered severe. And this area of brown you see here, it's the same as the marginal risk. So nothing crazy. I think that these storms also could produce gusty winds enough to bring down some smaller tree branches and blow around some unsecured objects in your yard. So just keep that in mind. So moving into the southeast here, let's back this up and start off right now. So starting this off now, we've got this area of moisture. I think the AARR is doing a really good job picking up on it. And we kind of continue this on. Anywhere you see these kind of yellows right here, those could be more intense storms, not necessarily severe, but they're more intense. It's getting into the early afternoon hours right here. So we kind of get this line of storms that organizes and moves through the Carolinas and Georgia. Don't expect to do a lot though. And then you can kind of see a cluster of storms develops back here in Mississippi and Alabama as we get just past sundown, and that's what they're expecting to have the potential to produce hail. Again, if it forms a line like this, it also would have a chance to produce some minor wind damage with it. And this is just after midnight, about 1 a.m. You see this kind of storm starting to crash to the south. Nothing intense about this at all. I'll make an evening video, and if it looks intense or if it looks like it's worth covering, I'll cover it. But other than that, it looks pretty good right now. So temperatures in the deep south, southeast right now. This is going to be our high temperatures. This is as of now what the high temperatures are expected to be. We've got kind of some sort of gradient going on here, but in a lot of these areas, upper 60s to mid 70s are common. We do have upper 70s and 80s down here in some areas of Louisiana. But you can also see that it kind of drops off a bit as you get up here. This could be to just cloud cover and rain cooled air. So it is worth mentioning that in these areas that they're expecting possible severe weather, our high temperatures are supportive. So moving up the coast just a little bit for the Carolinas and Virginia here mainly, and along the southern Appalachians, definitely a gradient here. Mid South Carolina is about 70 degrees. Mid Virginia is about 50. So not a crazy temperature gradient, but you can see it starts to rapidly decrease as you go up to the north. So really, as you get past North Carolina in latitude, you do start to cool off a bit. So let's move on to the Northeast here and discuss you guys. Starting off right now, that snow in the like Ohio Valley, right along the Ohio River, is kind of expected to break apart. I still want to watch. I don't expect much, but just kind of in all of this area, if this is just a little bit further north than modeled, we could have more snow than this. Just don't let it catch you by surprise. If you're in Pennsylvania, New Jersey, Long Island, any of these southern New England areas, just if you get some. Because see, that the ACRRR kind of picks it back up over the water, so just because it skips over you guys doesn't mean it won't happen. This is getting out to about midnight right here and just past it. So honestly, a pretty quiet day up here for the Northeast. You guys probably welcome that after a lot of activity over the past couple of days. So, high temperatures in this area, definitely a gradient. We got 50s in Virginia, and you got 20s as high temperatures in northern New York. It's just due to this trough aloft. It's just bringing this cold air. But again, if in this kind of area right here, if snow manages to fall, even our daytime high temperatures could support it in some areas. I'm not saying it's crazy, but just it could happen. So moving on to the north central U.S. and Ohio Valley, that snow moves out. There's another area of snow that develops over the UP of Michigan, lower the oven mitt of Michigan, as it looks like to me. And this is just this is midnight, just after, and this is pretty quiet. Other than that little kind of clipper system right there, pretty quiet. I do want to mention these black lines you can see that have numbers 1008, 1004, 1000 are getting kind of closer together because of the surface low. This could get the winds going across this area. Nothing crazy, but it could become breezy as we get closer to midnight tonight across the northern plains. So high temperatures in the Ohio Valley and surrounding areas. It's kind of a mild day in the Ohio Valley. Even low 40s as highs, but mid 40s, upper 40s as highs is common. And then you kind of make your way up to the northwest, kind of into Iowa and Wisconsin, Michigan. Those are big states with gradient. You got Michigan in the southern areas with a high of about 40, and then the upper areas with a high of less than 30. So something to be mindful of. But otherwise, even with these cooler temperatures, pretty mild day. And moving up to the north a bit, north of South Dakota and surrounding areas, yeah, pretty mild day. Nothing too crazy here. So moving down into the far southern plains here, starting off right now. Nothing really expected to go on other than you can see those storms kind of firing off in areas of the southeast, even as far west as the Mississippi River and Louisiana. So something to keep in mind. Other than that, very quiet day across the deep south. And because of that, you don't have any cloud cover. It could be quite hot. In fact, I would not be surprised if areas of southern Texas here. I mean, you're expected to reach 98. That typically means you could reach several degrees higher. So if you reach like 105 in the say Brownsville area of Texas, I wouldn't be surprised at all. So definitely, there's even a gradient in Texas. I mean, 98 in the southern areas and 68 in the northern areas. So big gradient there, but pretty warm day across the southern plains here. Moving up a little bit to the central plains, a very nice day. 70s, upper 50s to as much as the upper 70s across all of the central plains. Very nice day. And then moving into the northwest U.S. here, starting off right now, exceptionally quiet. Absolutely nothing to speak of the entire forecast period here. So temperatures in the northern Rockies, Montana, Idaho, Wyoming, surrounding areas, warmer than yesterday by several degrees. The valley areas could reach the mid 50s, maybe even mid 60s in some areas. Very elevation and location dependent. And moving into the northwest corner of the U.S., the valley areas, mid 50s, maybe 60 degrees is possible. So moving down into the southwest U.S., California, Nevada, surrounding areas, starting off right now, another exceptionally quiet day. Absolutely nothing to speak of across this area. So the desert southwest, Four Corners areas like that. Desert areas obviously will be hotter, but the valley areas in general be a nice day. Mid 70s. It varies a lot, but mid 70s, mid 60s, pretty nice day. And moving into the southwest corner of the U.S. here, Shenandoah Valley, California will be you know, quite quite warm, not exceptionally so for this time of year, but it'll be warmer. And you can see as you drop down to the south, there are areas of California that could reach even 100 degrees. So, thank you guys for watching this video. Tune in this evening. I will have you guys an update on all of the latest with our upcoming winter storm. Do you think we're going to have one? It's just a matter of when and where. So, tune into that. I'll cover you guys, make sure you guys get the latest information. So, other than that, thank you guys for watching. I will see you in a matter of a few hours. Thank you for watching.